New Year's, new me is nonsense. Realize that at the end of the day, nothing changes just because we switch the numbers in the calendar. Yes, you can get fired up for a week or two, but it's so unsustainable to just rely on motivation. To make this year different, you need a better plan. And for those who watch this video till the end, I'm gonna give you an ultimate goal setting Notion template with a full course that helped me achieve all my goals in 2023. So recently I was in my parents' house and I was going through my old drawers and I found this notebook that I had. This was like a journal for me where I was journaling, setting goals for a year, for a month. And as you can see, this was my goals for 2018. And funny enough, I don't think I achieved those goals that year. And the reason for that, I was not a person capable of achieving those goals, but also I didn't have the right systems in place to achieve them. I just wished on achieving those goals, but I didn't have a clear plan on how to do it. So if you want to make this year different, make sure you have these things in order. Define 1 to 3 measurable goals for this year. And by that, I mean something that could be measured. For example, hitting $10,000 per month or reaching 100,000 subscribers. Anything that can't be measured is just a fantasy. In a minute, I'm gonna share with you a Notion template you can use with an actual guide on how to set up your goals properly. But first, before we define those measurable goals, which are essentially gonna be your targets for the year, make sure you have a vision, okay? Most of the time, the vision is not really measurable, but it's something that you can have in your mind of the things you desire. For example, a new car, a new apartment, a trip that you want to take. And once you have that vision, it's going to be easier to set measurable goals based on that vision. So if you want to move out to a new apartment this year, then your target could be to hit $10,000 per month this year, because this will allow you to attain that new apartment. So as I said, it all starts with a vision. Then it circles down to clear targets, which are easy to measure. Then based on those targets, you can set clear plan of attack for the month. So if your target is to reach 100,000 subscribers this year, well, your plan of attack could be to upload 8 new YouTube videos, right? And then we're gonna have so much more clarity on what to focus on. And we can go even further. Based on that month's plan of attack, we can create tasks for the week. So if your target this month is 8 new YouTube videos, well, this week you have to upload 2 videos. This is what we call chunking your goals, right? And once we know that, we can set a daily schedule. We select times of the day when we're gonna work on those videos, when we're gonna go to the gym and do other things, all based on your goals that you have. Pro tip, always do the hardest, most important, and most creative tasks first thing in your day. So that's going to be mostly in the morning. If you have university, school, or a day job, I would recommend to wake up earlier and put in those 2 to 3 hours into that side project that you're building. Because when you come home from your work or school, you're not going to have that much energy. And the energy is something that will be required from you to get things moving this year. When I was running my content creation agency, I got a pleasure to work with this guy called Alan Stain. And for the time when I was editing content for him, I learned a lot. One of those things that I learned is how Alan approaches goal setting. So when we set our goals, most of the time we forget that in order to achieve those goals, we have to become a person who can easily attain those goals. So instead of focusing on the goals, think of what type of person could achieve those goals pretty easily, right? And then become that person right now. Every second, you can decide to become a completely new version of yourself. And then every action you're gonna take is like casting votes. You can either cast a vote towards your future self, or you can keep doing the same actions and being the same person. So the thing I learned from Alan is once we set our goals, it's time to forget about those goals and then only focus on the actions. The scoreboard takes care of itself once we focus on our play. So create goals, but then create systems that you follow every single day that gets you closer to those goals. To help you with that, I recently created a 2024 starter kit that I linked down below this video in the description and in the first pinned comment. Grab it for yourself. Inside you'll find a Notion template which will allow you to set your vision and goals for 2024 with a full tutorial video on how to use it. As well, you will find 2 bonus courses and a wallpaper for your desktop and your phone. So let's say your goal is to reach 100,000 Instagram followers this year. Well, actions we need to take are pretty clear, right? Do content research daily to find what is working for other creators. Remake your own content based on those examples. Post at least 5 times per week. Iterate based on the feedback. And you can apply the same principles for every goal that you have. Once you have that in place, focus on your schedule and your next task. Forget the past, the present, and even your goals. What matters is winning the day, then winning tomorrow. Eventually, you'll win the week, then the month, and the year. Create a system and follow it. Apply progressive overload to your work as you would do to your muscles. Start each day with a beginner's mind. I know it's easier said than done, right? That is why I recommend for you to pick up the 2024 starter kit I left for you under this video. Once you have your vision and your targets for the year, it's very important to create a framework that you're gonna follow for this year to achieve those goals and your vision that you have. So let's say, for example, one of your targets is to reach $10,000 per month. Now, there are thousands of different ways to achieve that goal, but if you try to do them all at once, it's not gonna work. That is why having a strong framework is so important. So for me, in 2023, my main goal was to reach $100,000 per year. And at the start of the year, I set a strong set of principles on how I will achieve that goal. Because when you don't have your framework set, whenever you're gonna encounter a decision, you don't know how to deal with that decision. But let's say you know that your goal is 10K per month and you know that you will strive to achieve that goal by becoming a content creator and selling your own digital products. So whenever someone says, hey bro, let's start an ETM business, or hey bro, let's start dropshipping, you can easily say no, because this doesn't fall into your framework that you set for yourself. The less options you have, the better you're going to use what you have. You're gonna become much more resourceful and you're gonna learn how to make things work. I learned this thing from Jack Butcher. He runs an Instagram page called Visualize Value. And he said really interesting thing that when he started this page, he only wanted to use few elements in his content creation process. As you can see, all of his posts are black and white and they all have very little elements, but they do tell a story very well. So instead of trying to attain your vision and your goals with multiple different vehicles, pick one and make it work. At the start of 2023, things started to click for me, but I was panicking almost every single day. I had all these different ideas on how to monetize my brand, and I was just so confused and overwhelmed on how to test those ideas and make everything work. And from experience, I can tell you this: just attack your ideas with speed. You get a new video idea, execute on it and publish it. You get an idea for a new product, launch it as fast as you can and test it out. You never know what's going to work for you. Do not wait. Always test them with speed. Especially at the start when you don't have much going on, you have an ultimate luxury of testing stuff and seeing what works. I pivoted my style of content on Instagram over 4 times now, and every pivot that I did taken my page to a whole new level. My content was completely different a year ago, but it always brought the same message. It just had different style. I just found ways to pivot within my playground. Speed, iteration, and relentless pursuit of becoming better each day will completely change your life in 2024. Thank you for watching.